strategic and intellectual mindsets rather than just twitch muscles, you know. But and then I got Doctor Who socks. I wanted to definitely share that. I was really excited about that. One of the Doctor Who socks has the Cybermen, and it goes delete, delete, delete.
All right, I'm gonna have to buzzer you on that one, buddy.
Hey,
Anyway,
if you watch Doctor Who, you'll appreciate that.
no, I didn't buzzer you on that. All right, real quick, what I was gonna ask before, and this is my fault. We're not gonna get to the next segment right now. We're actually going to maybe part of their rant because no, they both have really good rants in the later segment. But what is there anything that you guys actually asked for they just said we're not getting that for you, and seriously that you really wanted that you didn't get and you're kind of pissed off about it? Are you guys willing to share any of those moments? Thing is we're all husbands, and this is the hard
Yeah,
part. We can't
can
really do it.
can I
Actually,
be honest? Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. You go
I
first.
could have gotten the gift I wanted, except we couldn't find it for sale.
Sounds
For
suspicious.
sale.
It is suspicious. Leave it at that. Take it as you will.
Don't
No,
want to. I'm scared to take that as I will.
but no. As for me and Christmas, I just kind of just enjoy the food, so I don't even ask for anything. If anybody asks me, I just say, "Give me some cash."
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, this is funny though. At Thanksgiving, and I will. No, I'm not gonna say that. No. Oh, no, yeah, that's cool. At Thanksgiving, I basically they said, "What do you want for Christmas?" You know, like we kind of give people heads up and stuff. And somebody says, "Well, I just want a gift card." I was like, "Dude, I got your name. Sure, you got it. You want Dunham's or whatever?" He's like, "Sure, dude. I'll just buy some fishing lures for the spring or whatever." I was like, "Sweet." He goes, "Dude, I got your name too." I said, "Same thing, man. Go to Best Buy and give me a gift card, or just get me a Visa credit card. $20. That's fine. Great, awesome, thank you." Well, they think, then everybody else heard, "Well, you can't do gift cards. You got to do a gift." Well, wait a minute. This is not your present that you. And we decided we were getting. So they decided to switch us up
Oh
and
boy.
give my name to somebody else, and that's where I got my golf shirt. You'll see that in the replay later. Um, but it's. But anyway, there's my rant. Done. I'm not gonna. No.
Yeah, a lot of people. Major Grimhart was mentioning right now in the chat. That a lot. He asked for iPhone 5 and got turned down. But I think everybody asks for electronics. That's like the biggest thing. I make it a point not to ask for big ticket electronic items because you know, to be honest, I know I'm not gonna get them more than likely. But especially if I'm asking the wife, then most of the time the budget's like 80%, 90% goes to the kids, and then you get the adults get whatever's left over. So as I said, tax time is the Christmas for the adults. So
Now, do you know why I only want one kid?
yeah, I don't blame you.
I
I
want an army.
Because you know why?
got more than that.
Guess what? Guess what? I've got the only grandkid that's in town.
Mm,
The other grandkids live in Indiana. Peace.
smart
But anyway,
man.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna dog them. I'm not dogging anybody. I'm just. That's what the family's like. Oh, you're excommunicated. Now I'm like, sweet. My kid gets everything. I did. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but
I'm gonna have an
because I
army.
mean, yeah, you're gonna have an army. Good luck,
That's
dude.
right. What do you mean, good luck? My wife wants a bunch, so we're gonna have a
Good luck.
bunch.
See, our families are scattered, so we don't usually bank
I
on
think
people
of
getting us too much.
I think of more kids. Oh my God, that's more money we got to spend. That's not on ourselves.
What are you
Yeah,
talking about? I've
yeah.
spent hardly anything on my kid.
I mean,
That's
we got a
that's how it would be for me if I called the shots. It's like my rule is, I really believe in the naughty list, and if you haven't been a good kid, I'll tell Santa, hey, send him a box of coal and maybe one little gift. 'Cause I don't want to be a complete bastard, But yeah, box of
But you
coal.
are. That's the thing.
I am. I don't believe in this whole thing. Like I see kids I mean, this kid's getting new Samsung Galaxy 4s or
Oh,
whatever, and they're like 8, 9 years old. I'm like, what do you need that for? Seriously, I mean, is this the age we live in? That raises the bar so high, and then people develop a sense of entitlement, and it's like,
Right. Well,
no good.
and the one thing that I was saying, and this is, I don't understand why people. Major's like, may I just get a PS4? Maybe.
That's a good concession.
It was very polite too. May I? I mean, really. The one thing that I forgot I was going to say for seriously. Oh fuck.
This
there
eggnog I'm
goes the
drinking, by the
rating
way, is
PG.
really good. I made it myself.
Good. This water I'm drinking is really good too. I don't want water. Um,
Don't get off on drinks here.
get off on drinks. I
Don't
am
get off on
definitely not
drinks.
getting off on nothing.
Not touching that one.
Yes. No, ladies and gentlemen, we are not totally PG. If you don't like it,
We sometimes reach R.
then I'm sorry. Sometimes.
Ugh.
No, most times we reach R. Sometimes we just get the glimpse of the X.
Ugh.
But we're not going to talk about the X either, because then we have to talk about the third X, and that's where we get in trouble. Exactly.
Only talk about X's if you're playing tic-tac-toe. That's safer.
I dominate tic-tac-toe.
No,
I never lose.
I get you beat.
You know what? I don't doubt
No,
it, dude.
I never lose.
I bet you Soldier is the guy that like pones little kids and makes them cry. Like he never lets them win.
I studied the art of tic-tac-toe for a couple hours and figured out the actual meaning behind every move. I kid you not. There's no guaranteed way of winning a match in tic-tac-toe. If the other person knows everything you do, it's going to be a draw every time, unless somebody actually gets bored and makes a mistake.
Yep. That's what it is. It's a game of it's like a game of tension and wits.
It really is. It's a game of focus, really, because if you lose focus, you might lose a match.
Yep. One mistake and you're done.
Anyway, hey, no tic-tac-toe. We're not dusting off tic-tac-toe.
So yeah, that's what I played this past week. Tic-tac-toe. Okay, guys, good game. See you next week.
Oh man, that was great. I'm sorry. I just got a weird vision in my head. That's all I could do was laugh.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, moving on. What we are gonna do is, then let me start this a little bit so I can have some background noise. Moving right into the next. Oh my god.
Come on.
You're dude. I can't. I'm one of those people where I just lose it. Remember?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm a bad influence.
Well, what are we
You're a
doing
bad
next?
influence. You both.
Well, we could jump into the news before we go into our feature for the.
We
for
are
the
gonna
season.
do that, but there's one thing that I do want to do right beforehand. But that one thing is, as in the future, guys, if you are watching this now, we really appreciate it. But in the future, we do want all kinds of guests, gaming, informational, actual gameplay. Anything and everything that you do could be important. Okay, and I'm not saying that, definitely everything that everybody does is important to what we're doing. But 90% of the time, if you think that you're not important or you don't do anything important enough to be on the show, you do. It's okay. It's not like we're not getting, oh my God, we need guests. No, it's we don't need them. We want them. We want more people to come on to the show. We want more people to actually, want to be involved in this, because this is it's the three of us doing this. But if we can have 5 or 6 people on the show, I'll have to get a different overlay, of course, but have 5 or 6 people, group of people, that'd be awesome. Why not? Talking about one, specific thing or not. But right now we are going to get into the news and some of the updates.
Yep. So who's kicking it off?
Okay. Go
All
ahead,
right.
buddy.
So yeah, last week I kind of glanced over this and I wanted to mention it a little further. I think it's a huge thing. Everybody's talking about next gen consoles, and they're great, but the next gen gaming consoles are kind of last decade's PC. To be really honest. So the biggest thing is Steam OS and the fact that now Steam OS is available. It's free. For people that want to build a box or do a partition on their computer strictly for gaming and run, what Valve promises is that you'll have improved game performance and none of the extra crap that slows down your computer. So a very dedicated, pure gaming experience, which is actually complete opposite of what the next gen gaming consoles are trying to do, which is be a all-in-one entertainment stop, right? Hardware is already in circulation. I think there's been like 300 units shipped out to the beta testers, and there's rumors that some retailers already have official Steam OS licensed or certified boxes on store shelves or in the back, in the elusive cage. So that's interesting. A few people have said that they've seen some stuff and they're like, "Wait a minute, what was that?" So they might be coming sooner than we think. I think it's a really huge deal because if Steam gets more of a foothold in more households, it gets into the living room, and more people are installing it, we're going to see better deals. They're going to be able to compete better than any gaming console on price and the amount of content we could get anywhere we are.
Well, and especially if they're like a with what they're going to that console version, to where it's not just on computer, and then you're gonna have something because of all the free and the $2 and $3 and $4 and $5 games that they have. Everybody else is going out of business.
Oh yeah,
maybe not out of business, but their sales are gonna drop drastically.
Well,
if they have a decent box or a decent controller setup or a decent anything, hell yeah. Okay, stop doing that. You changed.
I didn't change anything.
I had a typo. It was irking the crap out of me. I had a typo in the show notes.
But I mean, it's just going to be something that I think it's going to blow up as well. I mean, it's just, I want one. Just because, then guess what? Then the Steam games that I play here, all I have to do is bring possibly get a connector or something connection-wise for a USB for my keyboard and my, a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play.
I think regardless of, I think gaming consoles are always going to be relevant because, the PC is always going to have a barrier of entry due to the technical aspects of it and the lack of uniformity, right?
Yep.
A gaming console, you take it out of the box, you pretty much plug it in and it's done,
Yep.
Whereas PC, there's a lot of nuances. Steam is fixing a lot of that by adding a consistent framework that a lot of developers can use, but it's always going to be a barrier of entry to some extent. But it's going to create more competition, and I think it's going to force Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft to really step up their game and be more competitive and more fair with the way they price things. Because the way their economies suck bad.
Here's my thing with this Steam OS. For me, I don't think I would be getting one. Mainly because I'm always at my computer. There's nowhere else. This is my obviously you can see comfort right here, lounge chair and everything. This is my lounging area. Computer, TV, whatever I want is right here. The only thing I have to do is ring a bell and have my wife bring me some food. So I mean, it's the Steam OS. I can see where it's coming from, and I think it will really intrigue the console gamers. But all I know about it is that it's pretty much a console for just accessing Steam, in which case somebody like me would not need it.
No, it's actually more than that, because what it is imagine having a Linux-based system without the headaches of setting up emulation or setting up certain drivers and doing all the geeky stuff you have to do on Linux to get it to work, whereas Windows is a lot easier. It's a scaled-back system.
That's really what it is, though. I mean,
it's a software.
It's a console that has what we have on the computer.
No.
But no, it is.
Steam OS and the Steam OS box are separate. Right now, you can get Steam OS for any computer. That's the biggest misconception. SteamOS is not a hardware move. That's just an extension of the SteamOS project. SteamOS is just an alternative to Windows. So basically, let's say right now you get certain performance. Let's say you average 90 to 120 FPS in high-end games, right? Then you install SteamOS and run that same game, and you'll get double the performance or something like that. That's what the promise is. So,
yeah, but just for games.
right, just
And
to
it's gonna
stream.
suck. It's gonna suck donkey cock on everything else, such as searching the